Welcome to Module 4, and in this module we'll talk about the Ruby programming language. And I'm going to give you just enough of an introduction to Ruby to allow you to understand what's in a Rails application. So you need to, the better you understand Ruby, the better you can use Rails. And so all I can do in these few lectures is to give you enough of an intro, and I hope that you'll follow up by using online resources to learn Ruby even better. So the first thing we'll do is provide a background on the philosophy of the Ruby programming language, what programming model you should have in mind when you use Ruby as well. The next thing we'll do is we'll talk about classes and inheritance. How does Ruby implement these concepts? And then we'll talk about objects and variables and the naming conventions that are typically used in Ruby programming. Then we'll talk about strings, regular expressions, and symbols. And symbols in Ruby are kind of a confusing concept to folks the first time they see them. And so we'll describe what they are. They're used extensively in Rails applications, by the way. We'll talk about the expressions and typical control structures that exist in Ruby and are used in Rails applications. And finally, we'll talk about collections, blocks, and iterators. Iterators are very commonly used in Rails. So we'll discuss them, and you'll have a better understanding of how to use them after that lecture. So let's get started.